Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Strife Gal. Jumping back into our Zelda Link to the Past run. Gonna do some random checks now that we have the lamp, I believe. And hope that we can find the flute and the fire rod. We had a really good burst there in the middle of items, and at this point, not sure we actually have the best course of action. So right now, the only things we've got left are the we've got flute and fire rod that we still need. And the problem is that we're running out of spots to check. We can technically get one item out of the back of Desert, I believe, which is a crystal dungeon. However, it's, involves going a third time into Desert Palace. Dark Cross, there we go. Nope. Most of the rest of our checks are very... Oops. Are really out of the way, like that one. And the desert one. We have a couple in Dark World we can check now that we have the mirror. We've actually done a lot of even the out of the way checks at this point. I went the wrong way, so you know what? Let's just do it. Genuinely the point I'm at. I'm hoping I didn't forget something stupid. Because at this point, this is shaping up to be at least 2 hours. I was considering, if you've watched the Final Fantasy IV run that I posted before this, I was considering doing a Trolley Zelda seed as well, and I may have actually done that without trying, so we'll see. The other thing that's a possibility at this point is technically we could have the entryway of... Oh, I was thinking it was a piece of heart. The entryway of Turtle Rock could actually be where the fire rod is also, I believe. There's like one spot there that it could be. Good news is when you do this anyway. And Tempered Sword should make the boss go pretty quick. Oh, we can do the shovel check, but it's... we know one of the 2 items that you have to uncover with a shovel, so either the Grove or the Shovel Game, is just bombs. So I don't really want to waste time checking when there's a pretty good chance that it's not actually needed. But at this point, it might be worth checking one of them, especially since one of them is literally... I thought that was an item. I'm wrong. Oh well, we got the crystal. So we've got Mire and Turtle Rock left. And Skullwoods. I don't think there's more items in Skullwoods. I can go check it, potentially. We can't get the other stuff here without Flute. I'm trying to think of what else we have that's a legitimate item spot. I checked Spectacle Rock, we checked Spike Cave, and I mean, we checked like a lot of random stuff. Actually, you know what? We're right here. Probably would have been better to do it the other way. Oh well. Okay, the other one's bombs, so we're good. Okay, we know the purple chest isn't required. Ugh. Yeah, let's do Eastern. We've got all the stuff to full clear Eastern at this point. There's a few other one-off checks that we could do, but I feel like going super out of our way for them is not worth it. It's a pendant dungeon. Oh, I was gonna check red crystals too. Yeah. Not even close. Okay, so from here we're going to probably do Eastern. If we get the Flute or the Fire Rod, that gives us access to what we need to progress to actually do another required dungeon. This is a little unfortunate because it's a very big dungeon. I suppose if we get Bombos, that technically also gives access to Ice Palace. I'm hoping for Flute first, and then I'm hoping Mire has the has the item we need. So because if Mire has Fire Rod, that actually makes things a lot easier. Otherwise, I have to go into Turtle Rock with the intention of full clearing, and that's annoying. Or not Turtle Rock with the intention. I have to go into. Otherwise, I have to potentially go into Turtle Rock with the possibility that the fire rod isn't there, and would have to come back down from the mountain to do Skull Rock or Skull Woods. I keep misnaming the dungeons today. I'm sorry. Usually a key, but good to double check. Especially since at this point we're digging. Red Mimics. Wrong skull. All the keys. Okay, we're gonna do the right side first. I've not found any dungeon items yet. Hey, there's our fire rod. I think at this point we'll probably still continue. We are still looking for items, and we do still need the compass. So, unless we get the compass over here... Oh no, if we get the compass over here, that means that the boss has an item, so... I hate this maze as much as the other mazes. Which is a lot. That was a good time. Okay, boss has an item. Could be the flute. Could be bombos, which we technically might need. That was dumb. For the record, we don't actually need the switch flip. I've tried doing this before, and then Mike pointed out how dumb it was since there's a switch in this room. And I never remember which way to flip it here, but I think that's right. Using the cane here is faster than pushing the statue. So the good news is we can actually do Skullwoods now. Which means that there's a... Well, no, we already found the items for Skullwoods, so we shouldn't need... Or we shouldn't be getting it there. That does mean we can full clear Turtle Rock and get the flute there, hopefully? Question mark? And hope we don't have to dive any more pendant dungeons. 6 turtle room. Okay, so Helmosaur, we're holding out the sword. When you hold your sword out like that, it extends the reach on your hammer. Just 50 rupees, not the flute. It's supposed to be the flute. I suppose we're getting into the point in the item search where we're also possibly hoping it's not a pendant or a pedestal seed, but I don't think I've actually had that happen yet at this point, so yeah, not gonna count on that. Let's go over and do Skullwoods and check the Graveyard Ledge. Sanctuary. We can also do hammer and pegs at this point. There we go. So Skullwoods, hammer and pegs, Graveyard Ledge, in some particular order. And I suppose, given what I just said, while we're over by Skullwoods is a good time to just check the pedestal just to make sure. Like I said, it's possible we're gonna get, like, flute on Laser Bridge. Knowing my luck, in particular. Okay, not that. I suppose also worth noting, we don't have Butter Sword or Silver Arrows yet either. Not required by any means, but would be nice to have. I have not done Silverless Ganon before. Something I'm willing to give a shot, but not something I'm familiar with to the point where I am confident in it by any means. think Ganon still gives the hint on silver arrows if you don't have them, so... At absolute worst, we've got that option. Sure. Okay. So Skullwoods, we already have the items, so we're just getting the crystal, beating the boss. I suppose also worth noting is if we beat... After we beat Skullwoods and Turtle Rock, we could also be looking at Pyramid Fairy. That's another option. Wow. Okay, we do need to kill or get this kill here. But Moth should be a pretty straightforward fight with everything we've got. So the big trick with Moth is as long as there are spikes under Moth, it's invincible because of a bug in the programming. We are getting wrecked. Bad spikes. Oh my gosh. I was about ready to reach for a potion, but... yeah. Okay, much like with the other one, let's mostly just doing this to assuage our fears, since we are so far gone at this point. Have save the duck and fly to freedom. Okay, we have a pedestal seed. That changes things, and I hate you, Tony. Okay. Okay, let's do this, I guess. I suppose... Actually, no, in a way, that's actually good. Unless we need Bombos, we're good. Like... we don't have a way to check, but I feel like that's actually good. We can now... we don't have to full clear the dungeons. We have the Fire Rod and Ice Rod. We have everything we need except for silver arrows. Like, I'm still going to be picking up a lot of chests on my way, but I can just go in and clear dungeons. And I don't have to do two trips up Death Mountain. Never mind. This is much better. I'm okay with this. I'm becoming more and more okay with this. Would have been two trips up Death Mountain. Now it's Ice Palace instead. May have been Ice Palace after that anyway. I'm still gonna need the, I think I still need the big key? Yeah, I still need the big key. Unless I can do the bomb jump, which I can't. Hey, there's the big key. So we're technically good. I'll probably still grab the treasure chests that are on the way, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get the ones in like the eastern side of the map. Because that shouldn't be required at this point, unless it's hiding Bombos, and Bombos is required. And again, if I need to come back, I can come back. I'd prefer not to. Really, the Moon Pearl is in the castle, you say? Thank you, random hint for a Dark World dungeon. I'm glad you told me where the Moon Pearl was. Okay. Ice Palace is my least favorite dungeon still. By the way, part of it at this point is not just... or is the fact that we need a key up here. So we should be good. Normally you need to go do a full loop after you push the block there. Oh hey, we could have also had to do Aghanim. That could have been worse. Especially because we wouldn't have known we needed to do Aghanim for quite a while. I think knowing is just actually making me feel much better. You know what? I forgive you, Tony. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, we got the dungeon items. But now we can get the flute, we can do Mire, and then we can do Turtle Rock. And hopefully that'll do it. That was actually a pretty fast, that was actually a pretty fast Ice Palace, all things considered, and we had to full clear, or pretty much full clear 2 of them anyway. Okay. And before Bombos is required. I'm honestly not sure where I'd even start if that were the case. Actually, I'd probably just keep playing as close to what I have been as I can. There we go. And we're actually right by Kakariko. We can stop over there and free the duck. We'll see what requirement is for Meyer. As if it's, you know what, actually, we can stop and do the Meyer items real quick while we're there, because that's a pretty, like, they're not super out of the way. The shed and the mirror on the desert ledge. No. Actually, no. We're just gonna do Meyer. I'm not gonna worry about it. Unless it's Bombos. If it's Bombos, then we have it. Then we'll actually start digging again. But for now... Quake. So there's an... We have a... 2 out of 3 chance that we're okay here on Turtle Rock as well. I should have checked that while I was up there. I didn't. That was my mistake. In this case, it's actually a really bad mistake, because having to re-enter and full clear all of these dungeons is a risk. Okay, so hopefully we should be able to just find our keys we need and our big key without a problem. Possibly, if we need to open a few more chests, that's okay. There's our big key, so we just need 2 keys. If both of the, let's see, there's a free key in the right room here, and then there's one other that we can possibly get in the chest, so... Nope. So we'll start going left side here. Actually, we could do... No, we'll do left side. There's way more chests over here. And a free key. There we go. That's wrong. It's, God, I hate that enemy. This way. I'm not sure what just happened there, but I got lucky. Usually I don't get that on my first try. I'm rather proud. Okay. So hopefully... Bonk to dodge those. Ooh. Ugh. There we go. Eight arrows. Regular key. Okay, so we may have to redive these if we don't find silvers, but I'll worry about that later. Same thing with Pyramid Fairy. And honestly, again, Ganon's supposed to give you a hint on it, so probably fine. And we still got Ganon's tower left also. So we're gonna go up in the light world because it's, I believe, faster. And then we'll open... We have to open Turtle Rock anyway. Please don't be Bombos. Oh, we got the one item in the basement of, Okay, good. Just remembered we have one item in the basement of Blind's, of Thieves Town, also. Just trying to think of where Silver's could be. Okay. Turtle Rock. Last dungeon, last red pendant or second red crystal. So we can do pyramid if we need to. And I think we're gonna go ahead and plan to just clear this full clear. So this is by far the most out of the way. Of the dungeons. If we needed it. As a redip. And of course, as soon as I say that, we're getting small chest keys all over the place. Not today. So that last room is often one that I dislike. I'm kind of going to be... I'm feeling like I can be a little aggressive right now. I always forget which one this is, and I just guessed wrong again. Apparently this is faster. We are going to check Mimic Cave while I'm up here, because again, I don't want to have to reclimb all the way up here after I'm done with Ganon's Tower. it's real simple to redive something like Ice Palace or Mire. You use the flute, and you end up right in front of them. Turtle Rock, you have to climb all the way back up. I realize you could say the same thing about Ganon's Tower, which I'm not going to try full clearing. But, yeah. When you have the hookshot extended, you're completely invulnerable for like a few seconds. So if you've seen a couple times now, I've used the hookshot as I was running into one of these rollers. That's why. Once it hits something, though, it kind of starts returning, and you can run into problems. I should probably be not... Oops, that's not what I want to do. 1, 2, 3. And hold down. I'm not sure how I just did that. I've never done that before. And then once you get around the corner, just hold left. Okay, given my health, I am gonna go ahead and get a checkpoint here. I am out of potions that will restore my health. I do have a green potion left for magic. Silvers. And the key, so we're actually good. Now I just have to beat Trinix, which should be doable. Although I am at 3 health. And I don't have powder. Yeah, we should die. Not gonna come back with full health, but we come back with more health than we had. We actually haven't picked up the... we haven't picked up either the map or the compass yet. So we're actually pretty good odds that we got all the items here. We shouldn't... We're probably not going to be able to one-cycle this. There we go. So, red mail, 13 hearts, red sword, and silver arrows, half magic. I'm feeling much, much, much better suddenly. Okay, let's see how many tries it takes to get through the... or to find the key. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get big key right away. Ganon's Tower, the big key is randomized, and you have to get the big key and 2 small keys. Gold sword. This is suddenly looking a lot better. Wait, is it this one? It's that one. So we need 2 small keys, which, pending usage, we have at this point. In a bottle. More small keys. Wow. I apparently just need to slow down. Get the invincibility frames from the peg coming up. Okay, let's check Rando Room. No, no. Hey, a shield. First shield. You can technically bounce over that. I did not get it successfully. And we're actually have used a bunch of our keys and have not found it yet. Skip the maze. I'm gonna wait a moment for this to leave, because it will. There it is. Don't do ice armos. Oh crap, we only have one key. Wait, no, the 2 is to not have to stop and get keys. We should be fine. I think. Right? Whoops. I pushed a button. That was a mistake. I accidentally bumped something, and I was making sure I didn't accidentally turn turbo on. So I pushed all the buttons and cleared the turbo, just to be safe. And forgot about the fact that in the process of this, I was effectively... In the process of that, I was effectively using all of the things, which included... That's not good. Just as a reminder, I actually don't have any potions or fairies. I could technically... I have the bug net, so I may actually stop in the fairy room and pick up fairies. I normally don't do that, but I think this is a legit circumstance for it. There we go. That should help us from having to redo either section. It's a good place to use the bee. There we go. Almost got it. Whoa. And with half magic, we should be good from here. Yeah, that works. Okay. Somebody demonstrated that strategy not that long ago where you dash at Moldorm. And it didn't work nearly as well as it looked. It was not nearly as easy as other people made it look. Okay, you know what? I don't want to burn my first fairy yet. That's actually a little low on magic, but we do have a green bottle. Run is valid. So we've got a green bottle, 2 fairies. One heart. Agatu. Electric Boogaloo. Off to a great start. This is why I stopped to get fairies. One cycle. Alright, got one. Okay, that was 3. That was terrible. We're really off cycle right now. Not doing hot. Okay, I'm thinking I might do... Actually, there's like a... I think there's a fairy down here. This one, right? Yeah. Come on. That should be doable. I'm gonna go ahead and use my green potion ahead of time so I don't have to worry about it. One. Six. That was bad. This could actually be real bad. Come on. Okay, berry. And now we really need to play well. Did not get the glitch. And those are now really mistimed. Could have played that a little faster, but I figured at this point, with no fairy left, you know, I've basically got 1 or 2 hits left before I'm dead, and potential to get knocked out into the pit. It's better to just play it safe at that point. Eat a few seconds for the sake of things. You win. Thanks, game. Oh, so this started out as quite a while without a sword, which is one of my least favorite things, into a pedestal seed, which is also one of my least favorite things. However, the pedestal aspect didn't actually hurt that bad because we already had to do 2 pendant dungeons. We got to go through ice and mire quickly, which I am okay with. We got to... I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it was an okay Ganon fight, and it was a pretty good Ganon's Tower. The Aghanim fight was not great, but it was fast. Yeah, this could have been worse. We'll go with that. So yeah, it was a long seed, but I think it was going to be a long seed regardless. There were some extra checks that I did that weren't necessary, and some things that were super out of the way. But some of the checks that I made, when I made them, probably actually were... I mean, a lot of them ended up being the right decision, like Zora. I mean, there wasn't much else left to do at that point. But yeah, no, I felt like this was a fun... This was a fun seed that was a little bit more advanced. We'll go with that. Because it's not something that I would have been able to come up with. It's one that I probably would have given up on when I first started these. I would have gotten frustrated a while ago, and either given up or just been very frustrated by the end, and I wasn't. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you can sometimes that's all you can ask for. And I didn't go get more potions at the end, which, generally speaking, if I'm in a situation like that where I don't have a ton of hearts or full health, sometimes I go get extra potions from the witch, and saving my time not doing that It's pretty good. So yeah, Zelda Rando is one that I've been doing for quite a while at this point. You know, Mike pushed me to try the original Zelda Randomizer. I'm probably never doing one of those again because it's an entrance randomizer, which means you literally are just guessing game, going through every screen on the map. But this one was the Link to the Past randomizer has really stood out as a fun way to play the game, in a different way. And this one and the pre-Enterprise randomizer are definitely the ones that have stood out as the ones that I feel like do the best job with that. I'll say and the Super Metroid randomizer, but I don't know Super Metroid well enough to play that one. So for me, these are the best ones. We'll see with the, as you may see in the description here, we're launching a Discord server. So main inspiration for that was so that when we're doing, or when I do these Zelda randomizers, or when the other people that I have been playing with, like Mike, Tony, and Kyle, when they play Zelda randomizer, they can put. We'd been using like Facebook chat and email to send seeds back and forth, and not having, when it doesn't get used regularly, a lot of those are really easy to get buried. You know, you'd end up, there's not a good record of it. There's not a good way for other people to jump in if people are wanting to. I've started posting it in the videos because of that. But I think the biggest thing with this one, or with using Discord, is going to be just the ability to make it really transparent, real easy for people to do their thing. Anybody who wants to join in will be able to. Feel free to join the Discord at the link that's going to be in the description. If you're interested in joining in or just coming in and, you know, watching and chatting. I don't record every randomizer run I do, and that way you can, you know, pick up seeds and hear what's going on as well. So I'll probably still be doing some, but I'm not planning on doing, I probably won't do as many randomizers here in the next little bit. I enjoy the Zelda randomizer a lot, don't get me wrong. It just hasn't been as prominent for me recently. I'm definitely a bit rusty, which, this was a long seed, but I played it better than I feel like I've played some of the other ones recently. Flute was 146, so that means that I did Mire and Turtle Rock after that, so we're probably looking at a 230, 240, something like that. Menu time, considering how long that was, isn't terrible. Lag time's a bit high. $222? Really? Okay. That was better than I thought, so yeah. Considering how many locations we had to check, I'll take a 222 for a pedestal seed that started out swordless. So, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And as always, Have a good one.